Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before I get started, I would not be talking about all women, even though it feels like it. If it feels like I'm talking about you, you need to check yourself because words only hurt whenever they are true. If you're looking for the music to the intro and you want the link to the second channel, both are below in the description, as well as my Instagram. All right, guys, today we're going to be talking about why the most attractive women belong to the world. And most rich guys, not all, but most rich guys actually avoid the most attractive women. And the reason why I'm talking about this today is because a lot of guys' faults within themselves always resides in an attraction to a woman. What do I mean? Majority of the mistakes that you're gonna make with a woman is due to the fact that you're gonna find her attractive and you're gonna overlook a lot of things, all right, whenever it comes to this woman. But there are guys out there that may look at the most beautiful woman the same way you look at her, but he doesn't see anything good in her as you may see things good in her, all right? So understand, that's what we're gonna be breaking down today, is why guys of high value men always avoid the pretty girls. And when I say that, I don't want you to think that these are the type of guys that be like, no, I just want basic women. No, it doesn't work like that. The sexiest women in the world, you will always see them with sugar daddies. You will always see them with older guys that could just give them money to do whatever they want. Now, cute women, a lot of cute women are gonna end up with the guy that has a nice family and build a good look and you hand out cards during Christmas and all that. You're gonna have a lot of cute girls that get with high value men and then they become good looking once they take that money to enhance themselves. All right, so understand the type of woman that I'm talking about. I'm talking about drop dead gorgeous women. I would not be talking about cute women that have turned themselves good looking because they got around a high value guy. So today we're going to be breaking that down exactly what's going on, right? First, before we get started, I want you to understand that when it comes to the most attractive women, life is not a soap opera, all right? Life is very real. It is not a soap opera, which means that most of the stuff that you're seeing is in the movies. The movies have you convinced that the girl that goes to war is good looking. The secret spy is good looking. The girl that kills people is good looking. They have you convinced that all the good looking people are villains and they're also superheroes. No, in real life, I'm sorry, but you rarely have good looking people that are superheroes, and that's what people are trying to be, especially when it comes to a lot of you beta guys. Everyone is trying to become the best version of themselves because you're told that the best version of yourself get the best looking woman, you get the best looking kids, you get the best looking house, you get the best looking job, and life is just dandy. Well, guess what? In real life, good looking guys have the hardest time getting a woman, and so do good looking women have a hard time actually getting the guy they want. You barely see good-looking guys and good-looking women come together because most good-looking guys are too feminine for good-looking women. Understand, we're talking about natural beauty here. We're talking about regular people that live regular lives. And in a regular world with regular people, the most beautiful woman always has the problem because the guy who is all that doesn't want her. So establish first that this is not a soap opera, all right? Next, rich guys and broke guys look at women totally different. What do I mean by that? See, when I say a rich guy, I'm talking about a guy that started from the bottom, that went out there, got on the grind. He built his company from the ground up, or he may even moved up in corporate from the ground up, and now he's a CEO, and now he's a boss of a corporation that he started out small in. These type of guys are not looking at a woman to complete them, all right? They're looking for a woman that's gonna always make the best mother and help enhance his legacy. They're looking for the woman that's gonna actually play the role that he wants her to play. So when he starts looking for a woman, he's looking more as into what she has to offer more than her beauty. Because most guys that start to get value, they start to gain a lot of attention from women. They start to run through women, and they're going to start to notice that everything that glitters is not gold. When you're dealing with an everything that glitters is not gold situation, these guys start to humble themselves. Understand, when you first start getting money, right, and you start driving the good cars, you're going to want to start dating these beautiful women. You like being around the beautiful women. You think you can attract the beautiful women. But you're going to notice that a lot of these beautiful women may flock to you, but they're flocking to you with their hands out. They're flocking to you hoping that you're immature with the money and you turn around and spend most of it on them. That's what they're betting on. They're betting for you to be immature with your money so they can drag it out of you. But when you work hard for your money, right? You don't want it to go out like that, especially when you're a real businessman and you have to take that money and put it back inside of your company. You can't be spending, you can't be buying Birkin bags, you can't be buying all this other stuff out there that really has no value to it, but makes her feel like a princess. You outgrow that fast, which is why when you go out into the suburbs, and this is in every suburbs, where you got the big mansions, the wives do not look like supermodels. They look like regular women who are gonna be driving regular caravans all day. They're not worried about driving an Escalade. They're not worried about driving a Mercedes. They're not worried about driving none of that. We're talking about the moms that have high value husbands where they may be driving a caravan. You're gonna notice a lot of these women are very basic, and a lot of these women are the women that buy all the makeup. They buy all the body suits. They buy everything that come on the Home Shopping Network. All right, so they're cheap women. They're not women that's out here just blowing cash because they feel like it's gonna come back, and if the man runs out, then they'll just get another guy who has more money. That's what the most beautiful woman does. The most beautiful woman's heart always goes to the highest bidder. So when it comes to the rich guys with money, they choose to avoid them and only pay for them on the weekends. That's it. Maybe pay for them when they go out of town. But when it comes to the poor guy or the average guy who's not really in that bracket to be picky or choosy about women, you're gonna always want the most attractive women. All right? The reason why you want the most attractive woman, for one, you can't have her. Most of you guys like the most attractive woman because you can't have her and you've never been in a room with her before to see if she has personality. It's hard for you to tell if she has personality if you're not experienced enough in life. See, when you start running a business, a man has to adjust to a lot of different type of personalities and a lot of different type of people whenever he's doing business. So along this road of doing business, you learn mindsets of people that when you come across women, it's easy to spot the mindset of a woman who's just lollygagging through life, who's been spoiled, and guys have been giving in to her beauty. Chances are, the prettier she is, the older she gets, the weaker of a man that she has to be with. I tell a lot of you guys, a lot of these guys that get the money and end up with pretty girls are guys that voluntarily, and they pretty much bought her. All right? So you guys out there who don't have money, who ain't ambitious yet, and lack the experience of women, you think the most pretty girls are gonna validate you. They're gonna validate you, and they're gonna put you at a status. So you start to look at beautiful women differently. And the reason why is because if you get a beautiful woman, that's your end all be all. That's your end all tell all. You have nothing else to offer. But the twist to that is most guys who don't own a business and get out and get on their grind are never going to end up with a beautiful woman anyways. So a lot of guys that think beautiful women are the end all tell all are the guys that never have them, that never get them at all. You're never with them. So understand that right now. The rich guys avoid them because he's been around them before. He knows exactly what they have to offer and what they're good and good at. But the guy that's never been around her, well, she can easily come around you and turn you into a servant because you haven't gotten control over your desires because you're inexperienced of the environment of a beautiful woman. Next, the thing about a beautiful woman in a relationship, guys are gonna always want to sleep with her. What does that mean? That means that you're going to have a lot of fake friends. You're gonna have a lot of guys that make you feel like you're the cool guy because they suffer from the same thing that you suffer from. But what they really want to be your friend for is so they can get around and look at your wife, or they can get around and look at your girlfriend all the time and then tell you how pretty they are. That's what you gotta understand about beautiful women. They're gonna always drag in the fake of the people. When you got a beautiful girl, you're gonna find guys wanting to be your friend no matter what. No guy wants to be friends with the guy with the ugly chick. It's that simple. No guy wants to come hang out at your house if you got an ugly girl. Get a beautiful girl and see how many guys want to hang out with you. All right, a rich man knows that. He knows that already. So for him, he looks at a beautiful girl as a liability. Not to his ego, but for the situation. She could drag in too many snakes. You have to understand that, bro. Beautiful women come with problems because there are other guys out there who have no control over their desires, that when you come around and you got your girl with you, they may be trying to compete with you without you even knowing it. They may be trying to show off in front of your girl without you even knowing it. But an experienced guy is going to see that, so he's not going to go through the headache of having a beautiful woman that all the guys want, because he knows all the guys are going to be acting anyways whenever they get close to him. The reason why I made this video today is to help you guys to diversify yourself with your thinking whenever it comes to women. Once you figure out what type of guy you are, it's easy to figure out the type of woman that you're supposed to be with. She may not be good looking, she may not be the best thing in the world, but you need what's gonna be the best for you. Because when it comes to attraction, believe it or not, in modern society, there are ways you can fix that. You can get in the gym and fix your body. You can get a nice haircut. Once you learn to actually live in the real world, regular people accept regular people for being regular more than a person that thinks they're pretty and they're surrounded by ugly people. All right, hopefully you guys are able to get that riddle. This is Anthony Spade. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. Hopefully you guys like the video. If you've been watching, we are in the North Hills side of Pittsburgh right now. I used to live over here and then I moved over to the other side, but right now I'm going to go get my meal preps from a Chinese restaurant. I'm about the only guy that has a Chinese restaurant that does meal preps for him. All right, and comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels, and we got more vlogs coming in on the second channel. Hasta la vista.